TBS 3 News continues.
The Arklatex is filled with history, and we've just made some more. I'm joined by celebrity historian Raffi Andonian to talk about Atlanta, Texas native Bessie Coleman and all of her barrier-breaking accomplishments. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Raffi. We really appreciate it. So, first question is, who is Bessie Coleman?
Bessie Coleman, as you mentioned, is from the area in Atlanta, Texas, and she was the first African-American woman and the first Native American woman to become a pilot in the United States. She went on to have a stunt pilot career. She's also actually the first African-American man or woman to get an international pilot's license because she traveled all over the world. She actually could not apply to flight school here in the United States because of discrimination, and so she heard war stories from her brothers. She had actually 12 different siblings and some of her brothers had fought in World War I. And they were over in France, and they had come back, talk about flying planes and so on. So she got inspired as a young person. She learned French at night and went over to France to learn becoming a pilot, and then came back to the United States and toured all over the country as a stunt pilot.
What an incredible story, and not just her family is so impressive. And it's so important that we do share her story and learn about the incredible people that come out of our area. I mean, that is just so inspiring. She's making some more history. What is Bessie up to now?
She is featured on the U.S. quarter, which you see some of right here. So, you know, there is a quarter program known as the American Women Quarters Program that the United States Mint is putting out. It's over the course of 4 years, and they feature 5 women a year for 4 years, so 20 women over 4 years that have made a historic contribution to American history. And so Bessie Coleman is featured on there, and those quarters just came out, so they might be in your pocket. You just have to take a look.
That's so amazing and exciting, and I'd be looking for one to try and get one. So how hard would it be to get one? I mean, how many, do you know how many they've made, or I mean, where could you find them?
I don't know how many they've made because I'm not sure that information is put out, but other than, you know, hoping to find it randomly in your pocket, you can of course go to your local bank and ask for it. But the easiest way, I think, if you really want it, is to go to the United States Mint website, which is usmint.gov. And if you go on there, you'll see the American Women Quarters Program, and you can get a set like this one that's just beautiful, brand new quarters, untouched. That's why you can see they're shiny. Or you can even just buy rolls of just a Bessie Coleman quarter, just having a bunch of them right in your pocket, or carry around, or keep, or use, however you'd like.
That's great information, especially, I mean, what a special edition quarter to have. So how much of an honor is it to be on a quarter?
It's a huge honor. Think about it. So for 3,000 years, the countries have made not quarters, but coins. And on currency is where nations honor their heroes. So in this context, on the head side of the quarter, you have George Washington, who's bigger in American history than George Washington. And on the tail side, now you have Bessie Coleman. So when you put someone like Bessie Coleman on the same level as George Washington, it shows you how big of an honor it is, because it's on money, and it's also on the flip side of the father of our country. So it's there together, and of course with other historic women that are there too.
Right, and money is forever. Really quick, what is the date on her quarter?
It's June 15, 1921. That's referring to when she made international history as the first African-American pilot, man or woman, first African-American pilot to get an international pilot's license.
That is so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us again, Raffi, all the way from St. Louis to share Bessie Coleman's story. And again, so important that we learn the local history here. We really appreciate you coming.
Thank you.